Hey, good morning, folks. Hope you're doing well today. It's Friday, and so just get through this day. I know, again, I've mentioned the teachers and students this week, and I know other people are going through different things too with work or whatever you're going through. But hey, for those that did go back to school this week, it's Friday. Get through today, and you're good. You got the weekend. All right, we're going to jump back into Psalm 18 today. So first day of this week, Monday, we talked about how that the psalmist said, "I love the Lord. He's my strength, my rock, redeemer." All of these things that he said are these firm things. The Lord is my rock. I will depend on Him no matter what's going on. He is the one that can get me through. In verse 3, we saw, "I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies." And we talked about enemies, maybe not, your arch nemesis, you're one that you're always in competition with, but it could be, instead of a person, it could be the enemy of your joy, the enemy of your walk with Christ, those things that come into your life that try to distract you from that and try to, steal your joy. And so we call upon the Lord because, listen, we can't live for God just in our own strength and our own goodness. We need God's help. So we call upon the Lord for that. Today, I want you to look at verse number 6. Verse number 6 says, "In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears." All right, so we kind of talked about calling upon the Lord on Wednesday, okay? "I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, so shall I be saved from my enemies." The psalmist continues. He says, hey, I called at that particular time. Well, then he says, hey, there was a time when, man, I was just in distress. Things were not going well. And maybe this was, perhaps it's because he had trusted in his own strength. And there was a time where he had counted on himself to get him through. And he got to the point where he was in distress. Things were falling apart all around him. And he says, "I called upon the Lord." Now, have you ever had somebody come to you for advice, come to you for help, and you gave it to them, and then they completely ignored it, and then they went off and got themselves in trouble, things fell apart, and then they came back to you? And what was your response? Now, probably, hey, if you're a nice person, you're probably like, all right, I'll help you. But inwardly, you were probably thinking, if you had just listened to me the first time, you wouldn't have been in this situation. You wouldn't have found yourself in this trouble. And so, maybe that's the situation here in my distress. Like, I called upon the Lord earlier. He guided me. He led me, but I kind of ignored it. And now I'm in distress. Well, you know what? He says, "In my distress, I called upon the Lord." Did the Lord turn me away? Did the Lord reject me? Did the Lord tell me, well, you shouldn't have done that? No, it says, "I cried unto my God. He heard my voice, and my cry came before him, even into his ears." Listen, God wants us to follow him, obviously. He wants us to follow his word and live right with him. But as people, as humans, sometimes we fall short. Sometimes we get ourselves into trouble. Sometimes trouble finds us and it's no fault of our own. But when we're in those times of trouble, again, like we said on Wednesday, call upon the Lord. Because look, my cry came, my voice came before him. He heard my voice. My cry came before him, even into his ears. I've said this a number of different times, a number of different ways, how amazing it is to consider that the God who created everything, the God of the universe, the one who holds everything together, the one who sent his son to die so that we could be saved, that same God listens when his children speak. Whenever you say Lord and you call out to him, he hears you, and you have the undivided attention of the God of the universe. Now, this is crazy, though. At the same time you do that, somebody next to you can call out Lord, and they have the undivided attention of the God of the universe at the same time, because he's infinite and he is all powerful and all knowing, and we can't comprehend that, but to him it's nothing. And so when you call upon the Lord in those times of trouble, he doesn't have to put you on hold. I got somebody else on the other line. No, he's able to hear you and able to help you. And so we need to make a habit of, if we do get in those times of trouble, whether it's our fault or not, we need to get in the habit of calling on the Lord. Well, like we said Wednesday, whenever there's something attacking our joy or something coming up against our walk with Christ, call upon the Lord. When we need something firm to stand on, whenever we need to, be fixed in our purpose, listen, call upon the Lord. Trust in him. Stand on that rock, because he wants to help you and see you through. I hope this will be an encouragement to you guys this week, looking at Psalm 18, and go ahead and read the whole chapter. Dig into it for yourself, all right? Don't just take these morning minutes and let that be everything. So dig into that. I hope you guys have a great Friday, and then also a great weekend. And our church folks, we'll see you back at church on Sunday. All right, you guys take care. Have a great rest of the day.